Question number 4, Joanne Hayes.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Economic Development. What is the government doing to encourage investment, jobs and growth in regions like the West Coast?
The Honourable
Mr Speaker,
Stephen Joyce.
Pleased to have the question. A number of things. Last week, on behalf of my colleague Amy Adams, I was pleased to announce that Greymouth has become New Zealand's 12th fully fibred town under the government's ultra-fast broadband program. We're also investing in other critical infrastructure on the coast, tens of millions of dollars for regional roading projects like the Taramacau replacement bridge near Greymouth and the Minga Bluff Rough Creek realignment near Arthur's Pass. There's new tourism development, the old Ghost Road cycleway, involving a $3 million government investment, our $10 million commitment to create New Zealand's 10th Great Walk between Blackball and Punakaiki in honour of the Pike River commemorations, and we're working with Buller Council in particular on a range of other projects to assist the region's development.
Supplementary.
Order. 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 Supplementary question, Joanne Hayes.
Thank you. What is the government doing to develop further opportunities for growth on the West Coast?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Mr Speaker, to maintain this momentum, I announced last week that the government will undertake a comprehensive regional economic growth and investment study for the West Coast. The coast is blessed with fertile land, stunning scenery and a proud population with a strong commitment to their region. And interestingly, for members of the opposition, they sought this program. The regional leaders asked for us to come in and do this program. I'm keen to see that potential turn into dividends for coasters and the rest of New Zealand through innovative ideas for new and existing industries. While mining and dairy have been traditional industries and tourism continues to grow, diversification and new opportunities is the key for the West Coast. This study will help identify more opportunities for competitive new industries and help remove the roadblocks that may prevent them from developing. The West Coast is the 5th region to join the government's Regional Economic Growth Program, joining Northland, the East Coast, Manawatu, Whanganui and the Bay of Plenty.
Supplementary question, the Honourable Damien O'Connor.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. How does the employment of a Wellington consultant to write a report on the West Coast offset the 1,000 jobs lost when the national government destroyed solid energy through incompetent oversight?
Order. The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Perhaps the best answer to that is from the Mayor of Buller, Gary Howard, who salutes the approach and says there's a real commitment to it. I've read one of these projects and spoken to the Mayor involved, and they're getting things happening. What they're doing is developing an action plan. It will be a 12-month process, but things will continue to happen in the meantime. That's the Mayor, Gary Howard, who says, yes, in the past with other governments and other representatives from other MPs, there has been lots of talk, but actually this time he's seeing action on the coast for the first time. So if I was the member, I'd be worried.
Supplementary.
Order. 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 The level of interjection is unacceptably loud between both Mr Brownlee and Damien O'Connor. They want to have a conversation, they're welcome to take it outside into the lobbies if they so wish. Supplementary question, Joanne Hayes.
Thank you. What are some of the wider benefits we're seeing of this joined-up approach from the government's regional growth program?
The Honourable Stephen
Mr
Joyce.
Speaker, we're seeing a number of benefits already. For example, in the Bay of Plenty with the Apotiki Harbour project, but I also wanted to raise particularly in Northland, where we've launched a similar regional growth program and seen the recent announcement that the Queenstown Resort College will open at Taitokerau Resort College early next year. This will be based in Paihia, is training young people to work in the hospitality industry. It's a collaboration from the private sector, the region and central government, would predominantly train young Māori and capitalise on the growing tourism industry. It's a great project, and I was pleased to see the local MP was able to raise himself to come along and also be welcoming of it.
Better question.
Supplementary question, Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Well, if the new college in Paihia is going to be so good for the Maori of Northland, where the part owner is an undisclosed until that date, Shanghai Cred, kept away from the audience until
Order,
the very
can I have
end.
the question, please?
Could I ask, why was Mr Flavel's comments not included in the document put out by him as minister and by the other minister who turned up. In short, Mr Flavel was totally eliminated.
General debate will start shortly. The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, Mr Speaker, there was a lot in that question. But perhaps if I could draw one thing out. Certainly this government welcomes investment into the north, and if the member wants to say that this Shanghai Cred or whatever company it is shouldn't be investing in the north, well, he just has to say so, and I'm sure the Northland people will mark him accordingly.
Order. Point of order, the Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
Mr Speaker, I seek leave to make a personal explanation to correct an answer I gave to oral question 1.
Leave is sought for that course of action. Is there any objection? There is none. Honourable Michael Woodhouse.
In answer to a supplementary question, I indicated that fewer Indian nationals were gaining residence within 5 years of their first student visa. I intended to say a lower percentage of Indian nationals were gaining residence.
Order. Question number 5.